Good afternoon, everyone. If you can hear me loud and clear, you let me know, please.
Yes ครับ
Thank you. Okay, so if you can hear me loud and clear, then we can get started. So very good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to ac201. This is first day of class. So I hope that we will learn a lot in accounting this semester, and hope that you enjoy a little bit of accounting. So I asked the mornings section whether they are accounting major or they are marketing major. So most of the I would say all of the students in the morning section, they are accounting major. How about this section? So you type in AC or FN. Okay, so I want to know whether you are accounting, you are finance, or you are marketing. So can you please type in your intended major? Marketing, no? Anyone in accounting? Oh, ธีรดล เข้า Facebook group หรือยังคะ You are the only one left. วิภาวี ชเนติ โอ้ โอเค จินจุธา So you are all marketing? Anyone in accounting or finance? วริษฐา แพรว นัทธา ดลยา พิชวรรณนะคะพิชวรรณ สุภาเวชค่ะนนลนีชเนติเนาะวิภาวี เศรษฐพร ยุนมิมิ am I pronounce it correctly ค่ะยุนมิมิค่ะเนรินะวันนิดา ธนกรนรมน so you are all in marketing. Anyone in accounting or finance? No, not at all are in marketing. Double major finance. Okay คือคุณสุภวิทย์ marketing and finance, is that right? ใช่ไหมคะ marketing and finance
ใช่ครับ
โอเค
แล้วก็มาร์เก็ตติ้งตัวเดียวครับ
so anyone else have double major? Marketing and accounting or marketing and finance? Except คุณสุภวิทย์ สุภเวชเหรอคะลูก หนูชื่ออะไรคะลูก สุภเวช
สุภเวชครับอาจารย์
สุภเวช okay, thank you นะ สุภเวชนะคะ so if I call your name wrong, you let me know นะคะ I'm so sorry นรมนนะ ธนกรนะคะ เนริ so you are the only one who have double major. I mean intended to have double major. All right. So you are marketing students นะคะ all of you, and that would be interesting นะคะ they have like accounting in the morning and then they have marketing in the afternoon, and you study in the same semester, so it will be the same grading criteria นะคะ so you have to be so attentive because you know that accounting students are so attentive, and especially on this AC201 นะคะ so they will be very competitive semester, so you have to work really hard. If you don't understand, please ask questions during the class or afterwards นะคะ I encourage you to ask questions and I will try to respond as soon as I see the question. So let me starting out with the course outline. Hope that you can see the course outline on my screen. I have given you this document in the Facebook group and also in the Microsoft Teams in the file tab. So let's get started on this. This is AC201, which is fundamental accounting. So it should be fundamental knowledge that everyone can understand, regardless of whether they are accounting students, they are marketing students, or they are finance students, or it could be, people in some other disciplines as well. So it's supposed to be fundamental knowledge in accounting. So in this course, you get to see the financial statements of the companies. Starting out this from this class, how you get to see the financial statements of President Bakery Public Company Limited. And not only you get to see them, but also you get to learn about them so that you can prepare the financial statements from a basic sets of data. And also you will be able to analyze whether, this is good or this is bad, good trend, bad trends for the company, so that you can later on use this knowledge to make investment decision of your own. And also you can make use of this knowledge in your future career as well. So this is section number 2. Okay, so section number 2 is in the afternoon, and section number 1 is in the morning. And if you want to contact me, I would recommend you to use the Microsoft Teams chats. So if you go to the Microsoft Team, and then there's chat there, right? So you, you can then write down my name, Orapan Yolabin. So if you write down my name, then you can find me, and then you can type in the information that you want to talk to me about. That would be more on the personal matters. So if you want to have private consultation chats, you use the Microsoft Teams chats. So it's easy to find me. Just my name, Orapan Yolabin ตรงนี้นะคะOrapan Yolabin นะคะ and this is my email, orapan@tbs.tu.ac.th. But if you want to ask questions on the subject matter that we are discuss during the class, then I would recommend you to use the Q&A post in the Facebook group. Okay, so let me go to this Facebook group. Okay. So if you look at the Facebook group, there would be the post on Q&A. Q&A. For this Q&A, you type in questions, one question, one comment, and then I will respond. One question, one comment. So if you have questions about anything, you can then type in the questions and then I will respond. So I would like you to type in only one question per comment so that I can reply. All right. So that's the Q&A post. And this Facebook group would also be used when I want to share, relevant information, key visuals, or information posted by maybe Stock Exchange of Thailand, Federation of Accounting Profession, or any other reliable sources, so that I can share with you the current issues or news that I think relevant to your study. All right, and so we will make use of the 2 channels mainly, Microsoft Teams and also the Facebook group. All right. Now, I think you all should be the member of the, let me check, whether you are the member of the Facebook group. มีคุณธีรดลนะคะขอมาหรือยังคะ
เมื่อกี้ขอไปแล้วครับ
โอเคค่ะ
ขอบคุณครับ
All right, so everyone should be in this Facebook group and also in the Microsoft Teams, so we are good to go. There's no course coordinator, so it's just me, and then no TA, so it's just me, meaning that if you have any questions, direct them to me through the channels that I inform you. นะคะ For the main text, I will be using my class notes, which I have already posted in this Microsoft team. So if you have not downloaded them, please do so. And then in the course pack, I will address the requirements set in the Thai financial reporting standards. So you get to learn about the requirements set in the accounting standard. And in the course pack as well, I attached I attached the financial statements of President Bakery Public Company Limited, so that we can make use of that as the example throughout the semester. And you get to learn about some other companies as well along the way. And this is a useful link that I think relevant to your study. For the course schedule, we would have 7 sessions before the midterm exam. For the midterm exam, we don't know the exact date just yet. The program will inform me later on. And then when I know the exact date, then I will give you the details of what the format of the exams will be, the type of the questions, topic covers, and also the platform that we'll be using, whether it's online, whether it's on-site, that will be informed later on, okay? And then after the midterm exam, we will have 8 other sections together, and then we will have final exam scheduled on May the 23rd in the morning. So make sure that you put this in your calendar. I have also sent the calendar to your Microsoft Team account, so you should be able to see all those calendar throughout the semester. And for the score allocation, there would be, in class, that score that I will collect from quizzes, from assignment, from attendance, and participation, and that will be 30%. So you can collect all these points along the way during the semester. There will be a lot of quizzes, usually 1 or 2 per sessions. So there will be a lot of them. And sometimes I give out take-home quizzes as well. Sometimes I have in-class activity treated as a quiz, like for today. Today we will have the in-class activity treated as quiz number 1. And there's no makeup class. There's no makeup quiz, meaning that you have to attend the class to be able to take the quiz. If you're not in the class, then you will not be able to take the quiz. And for the midterm exam, that's 30%, and final exam 40%. Okay. For the calculator, calculator, you are required to have 2 calculators. 2 must have 2 cannot be just 1. You have to have 2. The first one is this one. It's the basic calculator แบบนี้นะ basic calculator เห็นไหมเอ่ยเห็นไหมคะต้องอยู่ใกล้ๆคุณbasic calculator นะคะ so for the basic calculator I would prefer you to buy the ones that MC and MR on the separate buttons, but if you have already bought them, that's okay นะคะ so this is basic calculator. It must be at least 12 digits นะคะ at least 12 digits, cannot be less so 12 digits or 14 digits. And another one is BA2 plus. So do you happen to have BA2 plus nearby? So can you show that BA2 plus to the class? Can anyone? Do you have BA2 plus nearby? แปรงฟันเลยเพิ่งกินข้าวเหรอแปรงฟันหรือเพิ่งตื่นแปรงฟันเนี่ย นะเพิ่งทานข้าวเสร็จหรือว่าเพิ่งตื่น which one คะ เพิ่งตื่น นะคะโชว์2 อันเลยค่ะลูกโชว์2 อันเลยคู่เลยนะคะ so in this ac201 นะคะ you have to have 2 calculator นะ you have to have 2 calculator นะคะ basic เนาะ and then BA2 plus นะ in the quizzes, in the exams, you are allowed to take 2 calculators นะคะ exams, quizzes, and everything นะคะ 2 calculators are allowed. And for the BA2 plus นะคะ you all should have the BA2 plus from the BBA program ถูกไหมคะเขาให้มาแล้วถูกไหม ได้แล้วเนาะ Okay, alright. And for the basic นะคะ you may need to buy one, but it's not that expensive นะคะ like 200 or something baht นะ so you buy this one นะคะ Okay, so for the first half of the course, mostly I will use this one, basic one. But for the second half of the course, then I would teach you how to use the BA2 Plus. So along the way, I will teach you how to use the calculator, how to use the M function in the calculation. So that's the calculator part. What else? For the students' behavior, let me talk a little bit about this student's behavior. So if you're good, then you will get the grade based on your performance. But if you're not good, then I will deduct points from you. So here up to 5%. Okay. So I have the slack here. If you are not nice, if you try to do something that is not acceptable, then it's 5% deduction. And this is the part that I would like you to know. This is accounting. And what I would like to teach you is you have to be honest. Meaning that in the quiz, in the exams, and in all the assignments, you have to comply with the rules set. So if I say this is individual work, meaning that you have to work alone. You cannot talk to your friends. You cannot ask for the answers from your friends or some others, right? So if you try to cheat, then that would result in the penalty. And I don't want anyone to engage in that dishonesty behavior in my class. So that's the first thing here that I like to ask you for. Now, don't even think about it. I would treat it as exam misconduct. And that would result in the automatic F in this AC201 and up to 2 semester suspension from registration. So that's a big deal. Don't cheat in my course. So that's a warning. I ask you nicely, and that's also warning as well นะคะขอกันดีๆแล้วก็เตือนด้วยนะคะ so that's one thing that I would not allow to happen in my course. And what else that you need to know? Academic calendar นะคะ so let me talk about withdrawal. Now withdrawal, the last day of withdrawal is on April the 25th นะคะ April the 25th. So when the time is near, then I will inform you. Students, last day to withdraw is on April the 25th. So you make your decision and then you act accordingly. So if you think that you don't, score well in exams, in the quizzes, and there may be chances that you're gonna get F, DOC or DOC plus. So my recommendation is to withdraw and then retake it later on. Don't. I know that it's not the same as in your high school, right? In your high school, there's no withdrawal. So you study, and then you pass, and then you proceed to the next level. But here in the university, you can withdraw and then later on retake. You should not let F DOC plus to be in your transcript because it's not good for your GPA, and also it's not good for your honors. I mean, if you want to get the honor, then you should not have DOC plus or F. Okay, so that's my warning to you as well. For the attendance, you have to sign into the attendance. So let's talk about the attendance a little bit so that you know what to do. This is the attendance check. คุณอะไรเอ่ยนะคะคุณธนากรค่ะ คุณวิภาวีค่ะ คุณกันชนะค่ะ the three of you have not signed in to the attendance just yet. Okay, so you have to sign in now to get the points from the attendance. So everyone, please look at this notes that I type up for you. You are required to sign in to the attendance form. For the regular sign-in, it will be between 12:45 until 1:15. And then after 1:15, up until 1:30, that will be the late sign-in. And if you don't sign in, that will be treated as absent. Okay? So after 1:30, if you have not signed in, maybe you forget or maybe you are not here, then I will treat that as absent. Okay? So if you forget, now that's absent. ไม่ต้องบอกอาจารย์ค่ะหนูอยู่นะคะหนูแคปจอให้ได้เลยนะ I don't treat that the screen capture as the attendance. You have to fill into the form by the time that I ask you to. If you don't do that, then it would be treated as absent. คุณธนากรเชิญค่ะ You have
อาจารย์
questions?
ครับวันนี้สามารถอนุโลมให้ได้ไหมครับผมเห็น
ได้ค่ะเซ็นมาค่ะเซ็นมาก่อนลงชื่อ
ค
มา
รับ
ลงชื่อมา คุณวิภาวีคุณธนากรลงชื่อมานะคะ so please นะคะ comply with the rule นะ any other มีใครยกมืออีกธนากรนะคะเรียบร้อยนะคะ so do you have any other questions เรียบร้อยนะคะ okay do you have any questions about the class policy about the score allocation or anything มีไหมคะ มีคำถามไหมคะ คุณกัญชนะเชิญค่ะ you have questions
ไม่มีคำถามครับ แค่ผมลงชื่อสายเมื่อกี้เนี่ยครับ
ค่ะ ก็วันหลังอย่าสาย
ได้ครับ
Okay, all right. So when you want to ask questions, everyone, it's just 25 of us นะคะนะคนกันเองเนาะ 25 of us, so you don't have to like raise your hand like that นะคะ you can just turn on your microphone and then you can talk to me right away นะคะ and any other questions that you may have if not นะคะ let me talk about the quiz that you will see in a few minutes from now, you get to see the sample quiz. Now, the sample quiz, which is quiz number 00, is not the real quiz that we will take scores. It's just a sample quiz. So there will be several types of questions that you will see in the real quiz and also in the sample quiz as well. First of all, there may be like short answer. If it's a short answer questions, I will tell you specifically how to write down the answer, and you have to comply with my instruction. Because if you type in some different formats, then what's going to happen is the program will match your answer with my solution. Right? So if they are not the same, then you will be graded as wrong answer. But if they are just the same, then you're going to get points. Okay, so it will be graded automatically by the program. So that's why you have to type in the answer in the way that I ask you to. Like for example, I said type นะคะลองดูนะ type only numbers with comma and no units นะคะ no decimal points So if I say type only numbers with comma and with no units and no decimal points นะคะ no unit and no decimal points นะคะเดี๋ยวแป๊บนึงนะ and with no units and no decimal points นะคะ if the answer is in a round number, then you round the answer to the nearest spot. Okay, so that let's say that if this is my instruction, okay? So if this is my instruction, I say type only numbers with comma and with no units and with no decimal points. If the answer is in a rounded, nice and round number, then you have to round the answer to the nearest bird. Okay, so let's say if I ask you to do this calculation, how would you type in the answer? 25,000 divided by 7. 25,000 divided by 7. How can you write down the answer? You type in the answer in the chat so that I see whether you understand. Type in the answer in the chat, please. คุณกรองชื่ออะไรเนาะกรองขวัญเหรอคะลูกกรองขวัญพิมพ์มาใหม่ค่ะพันนวิทย์พันนวิทย์พิมพ์มาใหม่ค่ะยุนมิมี่พิมพ์มาใหม่ค่ะภาวริสาค่ะเนริค่ะพิมพ์มาใหม่ค่ะคุณแพรวค่ะพิมพ์มาใหม่ค่ะคุณสถาพรค่ะพิมพ์มาใหม่ค่ะคุณกัญชนะค่ะพิมพ์มาใหม่ค่ะคุณยุนมิมี่คุณวันนิดาค่ะ type it again คุณแพรวค่ะ type it again you don't get points คุณธนากรค่ะ you don't get points คุณกัญชนะไม่ได้คะแนนนะคะคนที่ครูอ่านชื่อคือไม่ได้คะแนนนะคะคนที่ครูอ่านชื่อทั้งหมดคือไม่ได้คะแนนนะคะคุณธีรดลค่ะ if I call your name meaning that you don't get points you type in wrong answer so you have to type it again Yun Mini one more time Yun Mini okay alright สถาพรพิมพ์มาใหม่ยังคะสถาพรtype it in again you don't get any points from that คุณธนากรค่ะพิมพ์มาใหม่ยังคะคุณแพรวค่ะพิมพ์มาใหม่ยังคะ alright one more time นะคะ let's do it one more time 5,750 divided by 3 how would you type in the answer 5,750 now 5,750 divided by 3 5,750 divided by 3 type it in please คุณนัทถาพิมพ์มาใหม่ค่ะ you type in the answer so that I know whether you understand คุณนัทถาขออีกทีค่ะ okay all right so now you should understand this instruction now and let's say that I ask you about how old are you how old are you and I want you to type in just the number with no units how would you respond how old are you type in only numbers with no unit โอเคอย่างนี้ถูกต้องนะคะ very 188เลยเหรอ พนวิทย์ okay all right so it's 1819 1819 okay very good now you understand นะคะ so if I say no unit you don't have to say 19 years old or 18 years old you don't have to say that okay so hope that you understand so this is short answer and then besides from short answers what else would you see there would be long answer long answer for long answer I may ask you to elaborate meaning that you can type in answers or I may ask you to record the entry I may ask you to show the calculation I may ask you to prepare the financial statement. So that's long answer, meaning that there's no fixed format. If it's long answer, then there's no fixed format. So you can just type in the answer, okay? And then there may be true false questions. So I give you the statement and then I ask whether this is right or wrong, true or false. Okay, so that's true or false. And maybe there's multiple choice questions with one correct answer. So if it's multiple choice question with one correct answer, then the tick box will be in the circle like that. จะเป็นกลมๆนะคะ so the tick box will be like กลมๆ circle. But if there's like multiple choice with multiple correct answers, like for example, if I give you 5 different choices and there are 3 correct answers, let's say, okay, you have to identify all the correct answers to get points from that question. Like for example, there are 5 different choices and there are 3 of them that are correct. If you identify only 2, you will not get anything from that question. Okay, so that's multiple choice with more than one correct answers, with multiple correct answers. So if you see that นะคะ the tick box now will be in the square เป็นสี่เหลี่ยมนะคะ will be in the square. All right, multiple choice with one correct answer will be in circle like that นะคะ but if it's a multiple choice with multiple correct answers, then it's going to be a square. For the tick box นะคะ they will be like square. And what else? That I think would be all นะคะ short answers, long answers, true false, multiple choice with one correct answers, multiple choice with more than one correct answers นะคะ so these are different types of questions that you will see. Okay, now do you have any questions? Okay, if not, then I will give you 15 minutes to work on the sample quiz. This is not the actual one, so I would not collect the points from you. Okay, so it's just practice. So let me take a minute to assign the quiz to you. Now it's 1:33 นะคะ so I will assign it to you at 1:35 นะคะ 1:35 and then 15 minutes, so it's 1:50 นะคะ it's 1:50 นะ and then I will collect them at 1:50 นะคะ the phone will be closed at 1:55. All right. So when I give you quiz, what you need to do is you need to turn on your camera and then work alone. It's individual quiz and most of the time is open book. So now everyone please turn your camera on นะคะทุกครั้งที่ quiz นะคะ you do it like this นะ turn your camera on please. Okay, so you get to see the quiz in just 1 minute from now นะคะ 1 minute, and then after you see the quiz you can start working on the quiz, and you have 15 minutes before you have to click submit. So this is only the sample one นะคะ not no actual points will be collected นะคะ The quiz will be launched through the assignment in this Microsoft team. So at 1:35 you get to see that quiz from the assignment. So everyone turn on your camera please. เห็น quiz ยังคะ so if you see the quiz you can start working on the quiz right nowมีใครยังไม่เห็น quiz ไหมคะ you all see the quiz now Okay, so I believe that you all have already handed the quiz. So let me show you your score. อยากเห็นไหม So this is the kind of a knowledge that you should basically have. If you're like Thomas student นะคะ so let's get to see the score ดู the total point is 20 นะคะ so no one get 20. This is how well you know Thammasat. But I cannot blame you because you have not been to Thammasat, right? Have you been to? How many of you have been to Thammasat? ได้เคยไปไหมคะ Have you been in the T-based building in the classrooms? Anyone? Anyone have been in the classroom? คะแนนนะคะ เห็นยัง All right, so this is the points that you get from this sample quiz. So no one get 20. In the morning, there are 3 students now who have got 20 points. But for this, the maximum is 17. So I think that there may be the one that is like multiple choice with multiple correct answer because that's 3 points, right? If you have not identified all correct answers, then you don't get the 3 points. So maybe because of that, right? So over here, you get to see short answer questions. You get to see long answer questions, multiple choice with 1 correct answers, with multiple correct answers, and also true or false as well, right? So in the quiz, it will be something like this. There will be a lot of quizzes, but a small one. Like for example, I may ask you like to identify whether the statement is true or false, like 10 of them, and then you get 20 points. คุณนัทธาเชิญค่ะ you can just turn on microphone and then talk to me นะคะ there's no like procedures or anything นะคะเชิญค่ะ
ไม่เห็นคะแนนตัวเองเลยค่ะมันต้องดูตรงไหนหรอ
Oh, I have not shared the screen นะ ครูก็นึกว่าคุณแชร์สกรีนแล้วsorry ค่ะ one more time ไม่มีใครบอกเลยคะแนนนะคะโอเคไหม first screen นะคะ move up นะคะsecond screen ค่ะ
อาจารย์ครับ
ค่ะ
ใครคืออาจารย์ที่ชื่อสัญญาล่ะครับ
ใครนะ อาจารย์สัญญาธรรมศักดิ์เขาเคยเป็นนายกรัฐมนตรีด้วยนะ
คุณชื่อ3 คนแรกแต่คนสุดท้ายไม่รู้ครับ
อาจารย์สัญญาธรรมศักดิ์ค่ะ เป็นนายกรัฐมนตรีด้วยแล้วก็เป็นอธิการของเราด้วยค่ะนักศึกษาเคยไปรังสิตไหมคะลูกหนูเคยไปรังสิตไหม
เคยไปครับ
ตรงคณะพาณิชย์นะคะตรงรังสิตเคยไปไหม
ยังไม่เคยผ่านคณะพาณิชย์ฝั่งนั้นเลยครับ
ตรงหน้าคณะพาณิชย์ที่รังสิตนะคะมีอนุสาวรีย์ของอาจารย์สัญญาธรรมศักดิ์อยู่ค่ะอาจารย์สัญญาธรรมศักดิ์ he's from law school
โอเคขอบคุณครับ
นะคะ so if you were to Rangsit campus นะคะ there would be like business school building and then law school building next to each other like that นะคะก็ business school law school เนี่ยติดกันนะแล้วตรงเนี้ยค่ะตรงเนี้ยก็จะมีอนุสาวรีย์ of อาจารย์สัญญาธรรมศักดิ์นะคะ so he's the former rector and also former prime minister of Thailand. Any other questions that you may have related to the quiz or Thomaside knowledge? มีไหมคะมีใครสงสัย
May I ask a question about this class คะอาจารย์ Is there going to be any break during the class คะ
Yes, of course.นี่ยังไม่ถึงชั่วโมงเลยจะเบรกแล้วค่ะ ยังไม่ถึงชั่วโมงเลยนะ ถูกไหม we start at 1 this is not 2 just yet you ask for the break you have to be stronger to be able to survive in accounting ต้องแข็งแกร่งนะคะต้องแข็งแกร่งนิดนึงนะคะthere will be breaks so what I want to do is I will give you a break that you asked for 15 minutes and then after 15 minutes we will have class activity together นะคะ so right now it's 2 let's say นะคะ 15 minutes so you are back break นะคะ and be back 15 นาทีก็บ่าย2 10 นาทีนะคะ so you take a break and then be back at 2:10 นะคะ Okay, welcome back from the break. So if you are back already, you let me know, please. Okay, thank you for your responses. So next, what I would do is I would ask you to work in this in-class activity. This in-class activity will be treated as quiz number 1. So let's hear the instruction. You will be assigned to the group in random, about like 5 to 6 students per group. And you have 45 minutes to explore the information about President Bakery Public Company Limited through the annual report, through the financial statements, and through some other sources of information that you can find related to President Bakery Public Company Limited. And then after you explore the information from various different sources, then you list interesting points that you think good to know about President Bakery Public Company Limited. And then what I want you to do is, as a group, you prepare 1-page A4 infographics. Only one page A4 infographic that capture interesting points that you want to share with the class related to President Bakery Public Company Limited. And then you have to do a 5-minute presentation to the class as well. Everyone must also attach the infographic in JPEG file in the assignment for quiz number 1. I believe that in a few minutes from now, the assignment will be launched. So you get to see that assignment. When you are done with the infographic, you then upload that infographic to the assignment. Okay? So if you are in the same group, then the infographic will be just the same. Now, but you have to attach that and then hand in the assignment individually, meaning every one of you must attach the file in the assignment to get the points. All right. So any questions? It can be anything about President Bakery Public Company Limited that you think good to know. It may be financial numbers, or maybe it's something related to the products of the company, or any other things that you think relevant to this President Bakery Public Company Limited. Okay. So any questions? มีคำถามไหมคะ if not, then I will assign you to the group. So this is about 2:15. I will assign you to the group, and then I'll call you back around 3. นะคะ มีคำถามไหมคะ ก่อนที่จะส่งไป break out ค่ะ
anything เลยใช่ไหมครับอาจารย์ not
ใช่
only
ค่ะ
accounting things
It could be some other thing as well, not limited to accounting numbers นะคะ so it could be about products of the company. It could be about some other brands that the company also manage. It could be about customers, because you are in marketing, right? You may put more focus on marketing aspect. That's okay as well. So anything you think relevant to President Bakery, any aspects, accounting or non-accounting, doesn't really matter. So what do you think interesting? You can include that in your infographic and in your presentation. For the presentation, it could be a few members doing the presentation, or it could be all members. Up to you to decide. Any other questions? เชิญค่ะ
It not only have to be on the sheet that you send to us. Can
it could
we
be
search the information
yeah.
on the internet?
Of course.
Thank you ค่ะ
Of course. You can do the search on the internet as well. นะคะมีคำถามอีกไหมคะ ถ้าไม่มีคำถามครูส่งไป break out นะคะ
อาจารย์สวัสดีครับ อาจารย์สวัสดี
ค่ะ
ครั
ว่า
บ
ไงว่า
อาจารย์ครับขอเพิ่มสัก10 นาทีหรือ15 นาทีได้ไหมครับ
ไม่ได้นั้น
โอเค
ให้ไวครับผม
ได้ครับ เดี๋ยวพยายามนะครับ ขอบคุณมากครับ
Welcome back from the breakout rooms. So if you are back from the breakout rooms and you have your infographic ready, could you please upload the infographic to the assignment นะคะ
Do we all have to upload, or is it just
Yes,
one person?
every one of you.
All right, thank you.
You all see the assignment for the quiz number 1 เห็นไหมคะ
เจอค
So
รับ
the assignment for quiz number 1 เดี๋ยวแป๊บนึงนะคะ it's here quiz 1นะคะกดไปปุ๊บแล้วก็อัปโหลดนะคะ Alright, so may I have the name of the member from room 1 ค่ะ ขอ1 คนค่ะ room 1 ค่ะ room 1 ค่ะ ขอชื่อ1 คนนะคะครูจะได้เปิดอินโฟกราฟิกค่ะ1 คนที่อัปโหลดแล้วค่ะ May I have the name from room 1 who have already uploaded the infographic?
I'm not sure which room that I was in ครับอาจารย์
อ้าว มีไหมคะ room 1 ค่ะ so do you know the room that you are in room 1 เดี๋ยวนะเดี๋ยวครูดูกัน room 1 room 1 ใครบ้างหนอนะคะเดี๋ยวดูให้นะคะ room 1 มีพิชวรรณค่ะ มีสุภาเวทค่ะ มีเนริค่ะ มีธีรดลมีวันนิดาค่ะ this is from room 1
โอ้ได้ครับเดี๋ยวอัปโหลดให้นะครับอาจารย์
ค่ะ เนริละกันเนาะ so Neri you are in room 1 correct
Yes.
okay all right so you may start the presentation now room 1 ค่ะเชิญค่ะ room 1
Start with the company's overviews. For our company, they have the vision to being the leader of the bakery manufacturers and distributors to serve clean, fresh, safe, and nutritional products at international quality standard together with the responsibilities to their customers, socials, and environment. For their missions, they have to develop two parts in the process. First is in the production process. They need to develop in innovations of healthy products and safe production process with the smart technologies for their consumers. And in selling and delivery development, they need to develop in selling and delivery management and potential employees to like to serve the best service for their customers.
Okay, and next, let's move on to their product lines. They were categorized into 2 main product lines. Let me start off with the first one, which is wholesales. For this type, you will usually see their product in Tesco, Lotus, Macros, and the more Tops market, where they sell, where the President Bakery company sell to them in a whole bunch, and after that, like us as a customers they can go there and buy as 1 piece or 2 piece, depend on us. The first one I would like to mention is the slide bun, the slide blade that we usually buy to make a sandwich at our house. And burger bun and snack bun is like the packaging, the small packaging, about 10 or 12 baht. The picture is so small, but it's on the downward size. And the first one is the upward size slide bed. And the fourth one is the vending machines. Some of you might have seen it, but some might not. Like the machine that we have to put our money in, and the farmhouse bakery will come back to us. And the last one is farmhouse delivery. Like sometimes when you go to 7-Elevens, you will see like the red truck that they distribute the farmhouse to their wholesales. And the next one is retails.
For the retail, sorry.
เชิญค่ะ
For the retail, they open the shop under company trademark. For the first one is Jelia Farmhouse. It sells about fresh homemade bread and bakery around Bangkok, and now they have 4 branches. And for the next is Madame Marco. They sell about soft cake, which is European style, and now they open around 20 shops in Thailand. And for the last one is Good Morning Farmhouse. It used representative to sell their sandwich under the company names, which is they give extra income to their employee.
For
Okay.
fast food,
Okay. So next is management structure. So the management structure of President Bakery is very well organized. So they use the tall structure, which have many hierarchy level, and functional structure, which are divided into similar work activity. In President Bakery, they divide the department into 3 main departments, which are factory, office, and sales. And they also provide both external and internal training for
known as the largest bread supplier, their distribution channels also send to fast food and catering. They send out their burger and hot dog buns to fast food stores such as McDonald's, KFC, Santa Fe, Burger King. Moreover, they also send out to restaurant and coffee shops. As another distribution channel, they send out existing and newly development of their products. Yes, that's the end of our presentation.
All right, thank you very much for room number 1. I think the infographic is nice. Like a nice theme. There's a bread representing the main product of President Bakery, but it should be a bit more organized in terms of fonts, in terms of the structure, and the format of the layout, right, of this infographic. And for the content, you touch on various different points like the management structure, company's vision and mission, product sales outlets, distribution channels, brands. So I think you touch on various different points, which are really interesting. So we get to know more about this company. And in terms of the presentation, I think you organize, the sequence of the presentation nicely. So it's a good flow of storytelling. So very good, good job, well done for group number 1 นะคะเยี่ยมมากนะคะถัดไปค่ะ room number 2 do I have one name นะคะ from room number 2 that I can show the infographic to the class ขอชื่อ1ชื่อค่ะ
ปัณณวิชครับ
ปัณณวิชนามสกุลขึ้นต้นด้วยตัวอักษรอะไร
ตัว
คะ
T ครับผม T
ตัว T โอเค อันนี้เหรอลูก
อ้าวส่งไปแล้วนะครับ
เดี๋ยวอีกทีหนึ่งเอาใหม่ Okay. And this is from room 2, right? So you may start your presentation now, room number 2.
So, holding on to safety, freshness, and cleanliness of products to offer the best to consumers is the slogan of Farmhouse, as we know as a bakery and a bread brand. The company determines to maintain its leadership in bakery manufacturing and selling as a retailer, who have consistent quality. So, our group seems to be interested in how they distribute their products and how they can go further in the future investment from our point of view.
Wholesale and retail channel is our main channel of distribution, and we make the largest income from this. Our major customers are both modern trade and local trade. We can easily see our products in 7-Eleven, Macro, Tesco Lotus, in and in many of convenience stores. Wholesaling of bakery products under the trademark of Farmhouse, which is a well-known product to Thai people because it can easily accessible with low range of price. The company also sell in retail through outlets and directly to consumers. Fresh homemade bread under the name of Dalia by Farmhouse. Madei Mako, which is a homemade cake with soft texture and delicious. And it is homemade, it is a made to order, which is an identity to this. And also a Good Morning Farmhouse. This is like the distribution to dealers selling sandwiches.
All right. Secondly, for the restaurants and cafe. So, Farmhouse has seen the rapid growth of the fast food trends, such as McDonald's, KFC, or even pizza restaurants that we all know. So, they have conducted the manufacturing technologies in order to widen their product line to create such as hamburger and hot dog buns, which could be sold to so many restaurants and cafes for them to create some menus. And also, they have expanded their products to French bread, croissant, or even frozen dough too.
For online distribution, Farmhouse has established the alternative ways of distribution under the project called Farmhouse Delivery. Farmhouse Delivery is a direct carriage from the main factory to the final customer, not cooperating with any online platform like Grab or Lineman. The benefits that the customer will get from ordering through Farmhouse Delivery are first, there are more variety of product lines to choose, even though buying through the convenience store would definitely be more convenience for the customer. But ordering directly from our media will provide more options and uncommon delicious menu for the customer to explore. And second, there are more promotions for the customer. For example, a free delivery for a minimum of 150 baht order, which is very cheap and suitable and convenient for a group order or a little snack box for a meeting.
And lastly, here's the potential investment we have researched. At first, we thought of exporting the products abroad, but we found out that we rather create an entire business, an entire factory overseas, instead of exporting baked goods due to the short expiry date and high exporting fees. Furthermore, these are three potential countries we chose, comprised of Laos, Myanmar, and Cambodia. The reasons behind this are the fact that those countries offer lower taxation and living costs. This will reduce both production costs and delivery costs, which will lower the overall risk of the factory branches. And that's the end of our presentation.
Okay, thank you for room number
Thank you.
2. I think you choose a nice theme color because the same color of the company. So and you have a nice balance between text and picture icons and everything. So I think it's nice. And in terms of content, you focus more on the distribution channels, product mix, and you touch on a little bit about future overseas investment and the past investments that they have. And in terms of presentations, I think you have a very interesting opening and a good flow of presentation. This is very good, Thank you, group number 2. And then for group number 3, may I have one name so that I can show the infographic to the class? Group 3. Yun Mimi, you have to click submit for me. Click submit
I'm trying to upload, but it doesn't work. So please wait a little bit.
That's okay. You have until 4 o'clock. Group number 3, may I have one member that I can show the infographic? Group number 3. คุณภาสการ คุณโดลยา กรองขวัญ ชเนติ
ชนิติค่ะ
ชนิตินามสกุล
สีเกตค่ะ
มันขึ้นว่า not turn in นะคะแป๊บนะคะ Okay, all right. So this is room 3 นะคะ You may start your presentation now ค่ะ room 3.
Good morning ค่ะ We are from group number 3 and to get the overview of the President Bakery Public Company, let's look at their vision and mission statement. Their vision statement is being the leader of bakery manufacturer and distributor to serve clean, fresh, safe, and nutritional products at international quality standards together with the responsibility to the customer, society, and environment. And they have 5 major missions. The first one is to develop innovation of healthy products. And the second one is to develop modern, clean, and safe production process. And the third one is to develop selling and delivery management with analytic information technology. And the fourth one is to encourage and develop the potential of their employees. And lastly, to create love, unity, and fairness in the organization. And let's move on to the production line.
Let's roughly look into the production line. This company has distributed into 4 types of product line. First is wholesale, which has some product that you have been familiar, like some sliced bread or some whole wheat bread or some burger buns with filling. And the next one is the next part is the retail, which has 3 parts: is Delia, Madame Marco, and Good Morning Farmhouse. These 3 are like the setup shop from this company, which has some their specialty. Like Delia, they have some fresh homemade bread that provide to the customers, and the Madame Marco, they produce some like European style bread that sells to the customers. And the third one is the fast food and catering. This way, the company provide some their products like breadcrumbs or some bread product to some fast food chain. And the last one is the export. The company have been looking forward to expand into the Japan, like some coffee shop and bakery.
And talking about the sales revenue of our distribution channels, cost of sale of the company decreased by 9.67% from the previous year due to the decrease in raw material costs and effective control of other production costs.
However, most of distribution's channel sales revenues from like wholesale bakery business, retail, fast food restaurant still decrease, but luckily except the exporting channel that it lead to increase from 2019 13.33% to 17.04%.
You're done?
For the financial position of the company, the overall operating performance of the company from 2016 to 2020 fluctuated. By looking at the graph, the first graph, the total sales within each year have quite little differences. And for profit of each year, in the first 3 years, there are less profit than the 2019 and 2020. But however, the total assets have increased, continually increased. Thank you.
Thank you. So you're done, right? For room number 3. You have a solid presentation. So I like the tone of your voice. When you do the presentation, it's really, really solid. All of you, very good. And for the infographic, you are using bright color, nice layout. So I think it's good. but in terms of the font size นะคะ of the text and numbers I think it's too small to be able to read and for the content you touch on the management aspect of the company product mix and also you mention some of the financial numbers นะคะ so this is from group number 3 thank you ค่ะ group number 4 may I have the name of one member
ค่ะคนแรกค่ะปริมาณ
โอเค
สารพรค่ะ
ค่ะเชิญเลยค่ะ room 4 ค่ะเชิญเลย
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, our group going to present 7 facts about the President Bakery Company Limited. Start with the first one, the colorful clip that attached to the package is not just only for the beauty, but the customer can also acknowledge the day that the product were put in the shelf. For example, the red one represents to Sunday, and the yellow one represents to the Monday.
So this leads us into the second one. This is about taking care of customers' satisfaction towards the brand, not to let them go away. In other words, to look after customer service. Companies' consumer complaint shows great responsibility to their fans by offering steps to contact our staff. First, you have got to identify what's wrong. And then you should take some photos and send those to the corporate department. Soon the staff shall contact you back and discuss the matter. So let's move on to the subject of commodities. Farmhouse has done an outstanding and remarkable product line length to provide more choices to their fans. For instance, there are various kinds of loaves, from the plain one to the one with raisins or even khao ngok on it. The same applies to the sandwiches, rolls, and donut cakes.
Sorry. Okay, next one. As you can see from the graph, the profit for each year, 2017, the profit for the President Bakery Public Company is 1,463 baht. In 2017, 1,336 baht. And in 2018, it's 1,431 baht. And 2019, 1,701 baht. And 2020, 1,679 baht. As you can see from the graph, from 2017 to 2019, the profit has increased every year, but it's slightly decreased in 2020 due to the COVID-19 situation.
For the marketing and competition, the company does not only seek profit, but also provide the best quality to customers. For example, use the best raw material and concern about the safety and hygiene as the criteria for customers. Also, the company continue to develop the product to meet customer demand.
And also, the President Bakery Public Company also manufacture a raw material for many top fast food restaurants in Thailand, such as KFC, McDonald's, Burger King, the Pizza Company, Pizza Hut, Sizzler, and so on.
For the last one, even if factory made a perfect piece of bread, the company will still have to face the challenges when it comes to transportation. Because fresh bread is easy to go bad, so they became the first one to put on manufacturing and expire date on the bread packages. And that's the end of our presentation.
All right, thank you very much for group number 4. I love the momentum of your presentation. So I think you have a very good mood and tone when you do the presentation. You can capture attention of the audiences, and you are using nice theme, relevant pictures and icons are used, And I think you put in, very interesting facts in this infographic. You touch on the details on products, financial numbers, customer supports, brands, and also you touch on the customer list of this company as well. So I think this is really good นะคะ good job well done ค่ะ group number 4. Okay, and group number 5 ค่ะ may I have one of the names of the member?
กันชนะ
โอเคเดี๋ยวนะหนูกดส่งยังคะลูกหนู submit ยัง
น่าจะส่งแล้วครับเดี๋ยว
เดี๋ยวแป๊บนะคะlet me do it again กันนะ
มันเป็นลิงก์ประชันภาครับ
ไม่ได้ค่ะต้องเป็น JPEG
โอเคครับท่านเปิด
ขอเป็น JPEG ค่ะ
ได้ครับ
พานิชรุ่งโรจน์ค่ะวิภาวี
พานิชรุ่งโรจน์ค่ะโอเคค่ะเชิญค่ะขอเป็น JPEG นะคะเด็กๆอัปโหลด JPEG ให้ครูนะคะเชิญเลยค่ะ
Good afternoon and welcome to our amazing presentation about Farmhouse. We did extensive research in it. We are group 5 and our group consists of คุณณัฐะ คุณจุฑวัฒน์ คุณวิภวี คุณนรวน and of course me, คุณกันชนะ The first interesting fact I'll be presenting about is the variety of products catering to so many target groups in this product line. Obviously, having a very wide product line is very important if you want to do mass marketing and appeal to every single target group. They have from a range of unhealthy but yummy things to healthy but not so delicious things. They have cakes, bread, whole wheat bread, and so many more. A wide variety of products also include many channels, which my next teammate will be presenting about.
Yeah, so we thought it's interesting that there are more various distribution channels, additional from the traditional trade wholesale like grocery store, 7-Eleven, or supermarket like Tesco, Lotus that we know, to distribute it more on the retail store like the deli yard, bakery shop that done by company itself, and the delivery service to directly sell it to the customer.
Prior to doing this project, we had really little knowledge about the President's Bakery sales operation of each business type. There are 5 main business types the bakery sales has, and it really amazed us to know that a little less than 92% of Farmhouse sales is from its wholesale bakery business. Moreover, it also amazed us to know that the Farmhouse delivery is under its wholesale line along with its confectionaries, vending machines, and snacks and cakes line.
Another interesting point is Farmhouse takes a big part in fast food chain. Like, did you know that the burger, hot dog bun, or even pizza in like McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Sizzler, or other fast food restaurants is also Farmhouse products. So, at present, Farmhouse is considered as the largest bread supplier in the country.
Let's take a look at the financial statement. They adapt well to the economic situation. They are able to maintain the increasing value of that asset year by year. But when it comes to revenue and profits, both numbers were deducted. Things that we want to point out is that we can easily notice that from 2019 to 2020, high amount of revenue has decreased, but the difference of the profit was hard to notice because the company managed to reduce the number of expense, and that's made the company maintain their profits. And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, room number 5. So I think you have a very nice infographic. It's just that the numbers that you try to present at the bottom of the infographics, they are too small for the audience to see. So if you really want to touch on the numbers, then it should be readable. Okay. And for the content, you touch on distribution channels, product mix, financial numbers, main customers. Surprisingly, right? Farmhouse is actually the main supplier, right, for bread products to various different fast food chain that you are probably regular customers, right? And then you talk about wholesale and retail channel of this company. And in terms of presentation, what I like about your presentation is that you have exciting opening and you keep us excited throughout the presentation with good energy when you do the presentation. Even though this is one last group, but still I enjoy your presentation a lot. So you've done a very, very good job here. So let me check whether you all have submitted the infographic. คุณแบบนะคะต้องส่งนะไม่ส่งจะไม่ได้คะแนนนะคะที่รักนะคุณกรองขวัญค่ะ
Maybe I have like a little bit like of optimizing our infographic.
Okay คุณพัศการนะคะคุณนิชาพัฒน์ค่ะคุณดลยาค่ะคุณกัญชนะค่ะนะคะ all these names I called you haven't clicked submit just yet maybe you attach the file but you have not clicked submit นะคะ
I've clicked submit. Can you check quickly?
ค่ะ
Thank you.
คือ attach เราต้องคลิก submit ด้วยนะคะถ้า attach อย่างเดียวมันไม่ส่งนะคะ
อาจารย์คะส่งเป็นไฟล์ JPEG ใช่ไหมคะ
ใช่ค่ะ yes หนู convert to JPEG นะคะลูกหนูyou have the program right for the infographic and then you convert it to JPEG นะคะ
อาจารย์คะส่งเป็น PDF ไปต้องส่งใหม่
ขอเป็น JPEG ค่ะลูกขอเป็น JPEG นะคะ so you upload JPEG นะคะ and then เหลือชื่อเดิมนะคะกลุ่มเดียวกันเปล่าคะลูกใช่ไหมหนูกำลังทำใหม่อยู่ใช่ไหมหรือยังไง you are in the same group
yeah we are ทำใหม่อยู่ค่ะ
โอเคค่ะ
JPG ได้ไหมคะอาจารย์
ได้ค่ะลูก JPG ก็คือ JPEG นะคะลูกใช่ไหม JPG ก็คือ JPEG file that's what I want all right I think you get to know a little bit more about President Bakery PNG ได้ค่ะได้ค่ะSo I think from this in-class activity, you get to know a bit more information about President Bakery. So throughout the semester, I will be using President Bakery financial statements as the example. So if you understand the business operation, I think it will be easier for you to understand the financial numbers of the company. So this activity hopefully help you know, to be able to understand the financial information easier later on. Do you have any questions?
อาจารย์เมื่อกี้ส่งไปไหมแล้วนะคะ
เดี๋ยวขอดูนิดนึงนะคะเหลืออีก1 คนยังไม่ส่งเดี๋ยวครูขอดูของกันชนะ
ขอบคุณครับ
โอเคค่ะมาเป็น JPEG แล้วหรือ PNG JPEG
ขอบคุณนะครับ
โอเคค่ะเรียบร้อยนะคะเหลืออีกคนเดียวกดส่งให้ครูด้วยนะคะไม่งั้นเดี๋ยวคะแนนไม่ขึ้นนะคะเวลาหนูส่งงานหนูต้องคลิก submit ด้วยนะลูกบางคน attach อย่างเดียว upload อย่างเดียวแต่ไม่คลิก submit มันไม่มาหาครูนะคะ All right, so good job, well done for all the teams. You are in marketing, so I can see that you do a very good presentation throughout for all groups. Like a very good presentation you have. So do you have any questions? มีคำถามไหมคะ if not นะคะ I think it's gonna be the end of the first class. And then I will see you again next week นะคะ so for next week we get to see the real accounting นะคะ so I will start teaching on the financial statements of President Bakery Public Company Limited นะคะ and things that you need to know next week นะคะมีคำถามไหมคะถ้าไม่มีก็ I would have to say goodbye นะคะ nice to see you and hope that we have good sessions throughout นะคะงั้นไม่มีอะไรแล้ววันนี้สวัสดีนักศึกษาทุกคนนะคะยินดีที่ได้พบนะคะแล้วก็พบกันอีกทีสัปดาห์หน้าค่ะ
ขอบคุณครับอาจารย์
สวัสดีค่ะ
ขอบคุณครับ